Hello and welcome back to Trigger Happy Havoc. Where our memories come apart? Is she talking about the moment we must have lost our memories? I can only think of one time. Just after I set foot in the main hall for the first time, and that was... well, that was when you fainted.
I got it! The moment I lost my memories. I can't think of any time other than... that day. When I first came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall. When I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh?
Yep. Not gonna let you beat me, you lunatic.
So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right?
Yep.
And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that?
Yep.
I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk. I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
You got it, honey! 2 years of memories? Poof! Gone! Which means, of course...
Classic trick for, creating gaps in people's memories. Do it between times when they were unconscious and they won't
When
notice the
everyone
diff.
met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time. Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, But
by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school. That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other.
Yep,
And
sounds
it
about
was all
right.
so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated. What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
No, but we have to
You're the
try.
one who set things up to be like this!
I love you all so much.
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it. All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
Okay. The ultimate despair. All mankind?
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay? Back to when everyone first came to this school. School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst. Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
Which is where we've seen these various photos before, of course.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy.
Which was what exactly?
All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
What are you?
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing. Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon. Everyone is capable of it. And now the entire world has fallen into despair.
Now, the problem is, she's being way too goddamn vague.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
And then, something super neat happened! Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once! So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter! That's right! It was transformed into a shelter!
Well, yes, we figured things like that out for ourselves.
I said it twice!
Yes, why did you do that?
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison.
It was the headmaster.
Do any of you know who that might have been?
We already have that information. It was the headmaster.
I got it! It could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. He wanted to turn the
sorry about that,
school
Kyoko.
into a shelter to try and protect us. To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside. That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes.
So you,
If
what,
you,
took
the
over?
collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
That's a really dumbass plan.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake. It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair. I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits.
Oh, of course it was.
Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
That actually doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
We trapped ourselves in here?
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
Only let us live? So we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
That takes a remarkably
This was
twisted
so
mind.
much more
My
than a
brain went
simple
blank for a
high
second
school
there.
death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope.
Pandora's box.
So I thought I should show them, which is why
Well, why don't you tell me?
That was... Well, she hacked into all the TV stations, so that's what she claimed. Well, that's got to be hijacked, surely. Give me an I. You. Give me a J. I sound like the world's least enthusiastic cheerleader. Give me an I, or whatever. Give me a J, or something, I don't know.
Now I understand.
Suppose I should wave these pom-poms a bit, shouldn't I?
You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
I'm assuming they've all been murderized.
Are you serious? But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
Yeah.
Expelled them?
I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Obviously.
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless?
Honestly, at the moment, I'm too tired and ill to
You solved the mystery,
feel
but
hopeless.
despair at the truth, right?
Seriously, joys of having to get this done now because this has been on the docket for too long. I need to get it finished, in spite of the fact that I am ill and yeah.
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
Never give up, never surrender. Prime the resonance cannons, full speed ahead.
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Seriously, Galaxy Quest quotes, you'd be amazed how often they're useful.
Truth can be full of despair, too! Like right fucking now!
Truth. Full of despair. That's...
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all.
Just go. Oh, okay, that's a bit more light in here.
Meaningless? Then we've been murdering each other for nothing?
Obviously.
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
Get it! We get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already! So help us! I'll do anything! Just help me!
You do realize you're playing right into our hands now.
Life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Here, here.
Huh?
You are self-admittedly trying to make us despair to the point of pretty much giving up on everything. Why the hell should we trust a damn thing that comes out of your mouth?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself. So I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another.
Until you open the box, the cat may be alive or dead.
In other words,
And it is at once
you're not unlike
alive
Schrodinger's
and
cat
dead.
right now. Is that what you're saying?
Holy crap, I was literally just making a Schrodinger's cat reference.
If so, what then?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself?
Pretty much.
Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all gunners for sure. Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Yeah, I don't actually believe you
Well,
because you're
even
crazy.
if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you. For the sake of everyone you've killed.
Sorry, text message there, but it's just my usual weekly
Huh? Everyone
text message
I've
from-
killed?
was that Domino's or Peter? It's one of them.
What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
Hell yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder! Plain and simple!
Well, obviously.
You stole our memories, invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner. It's all your fault!
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close soon.
Yes, I would
What do
appreciate
you
that,
mean?
just from a, my time.
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did you?
Vote on
Oh,
what?
and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
Of course you did.
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair.
Rules,
I've
please.
decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish Hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me and punish everyone on the side of Hope.
Spiffy.
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry, I won't be voting, of course.
That would be a bit of a conflict
Even
of
if you
interest.
don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this!
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
What?
You mean, we just...
We'd have to just live here?
She's saying she'll let us live.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. And make your way to the outside world.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec! I just got hit with an inspiration bomb! Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all!
Oh, for God's
So,
sake.
here's what'll happen. one of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment.
Marvelous.
You can't just...
And let me guess, you won't tell us what you
mean
want
to
to
say
do.
you'll execute one of us?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down.
Yeah.
Makoto, you're up.
Me? Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
You mean I've actually been trying to resist you, unlike these... I can't think of an appropriate word that doesn't involve swearing, and I try not to
So
swear
let me
too
make
much.
this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
Rock on!
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
Sacrifice me? But that's...
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished?
Right!
Don't you have faith in your friends?
No!
No! That's not it!
I'm sorry, I don't. I have faith in... one of them?
It's okay. You're right
That's
to be
kind of
afraid.
it.
It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
Guys?
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Kyoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right?
There's a difference between surviving and living.
That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Kyoko!
One person's despair is
Well,
enough to seal
she was
your
the one
fate.
I was almost
Isn't
confident
that
would
just
be
the most
useful.
hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair! We're not gonna lose to you!
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh?
Yup.
Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with. It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope.
And your stupid life.
The final vote. The ultimate confrontation. I have to show everyone. I have to make them remember. I have to convince them not to give up. Not to live in despair. Because that's not really living at all. Nope. 3 bullets. Don't know how useful those will be.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up!
Why do I need to...
If
yeah,
I
I'm
were
gonna
to
need
die-
that, I suspect.
That would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Power of hope, dude!
Don't lose hope now!
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place.
Yeah, but I don't believe in that crap.
But to live means moving forward, right?
Here, here.
So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we?
Never give up, never surrender.
I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me. So that's why, no matter what, I need to get out of here. The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
We won't give up!
Why do I get the feeling I need to
As
repeat
long
that
as there's
process
hope,
with each of them?
we'll never give up!
If I were to die,
That would be the end.
I've decided to have faith.
by the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only
Who cares?
reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
Yeah, have
Don't lose
faith.
hope now!
Yes, I'm just going to keep hitting them with hope.
And I was thinking,
Where's the Blue
At a
Lantern
time
Corps
like
when
this-
you need them?
what would Sakura do?
In fearful day, in raging night, with strong hearts full, our souls ignite. When all seems lost in the war of light, look to the stars, for hope burns bright. Yes, I know the Blue Lantern Corps oath off by heart.
You only get
I am a
stronger by
bit of a
taking
nerd.
adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm. That sounds like something she'd say, right? No. I think that's definitely what she'd say. Which is why Yeah! I've made up my mind!
Good.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
Yep, keep absorbing the hope.
that would be the end.
Yes, yes, yes.
By the way,
He's having faith.
the only reason is thanks to the say whatever you want if I die. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been all of you will have to
Oh, for
leave.
God's sake. Missed that one.
You'll have to go into the world
Which
outside.
means I've now got to go,
So,
all the
will
way.
you just die?
Still got 3 more of these to do. Yes, yes, yes. I know.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end. By the way,
Please decide that.
the only reason is thanks to the say whatever you want if I die. In other words, the communal life you've all been living will come.
Alright, there we go.
Don't lose hope now.
Yeah, Jill's
I
crazy.
don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting. Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school. Hell, no matter how I look, still hate it.
And isn't staying inside going to be really boring?
But no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
We
Fair
won't
enough.
give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
And decide.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the say whatever you
So
want.
we've only
if
got
I
2
die.
more
In
runs
other
through.
words, the communal life you've all been. I can keep on living as long as all of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside.
Target fire.
Don't lose hope now.
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you?
Yes, you narcissistic brat.
It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair. But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you.
I know.
I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the mastermind.
Fair enough.
Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive. So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
We won't give up.
Gotcha.
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
I still maintain what we all need right now is a Blue Lantern Corps.
Thanks to the say whatever you want if I die. In other words, the communal life you've all. I can keep on living. All of you will have to. You'll have to go into the world outside.
I already said I would claim the mess.
So, will you just die?
Okay.
Don't lose hope now.
Have some more hope. Quickly, fire hope bullets at every...
I didn't really know my father,
This is quite goofy, isn't
so I
it?
can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that.
Lovely.
Just because we don't actually know anything, does that mean we can't understand? Could it be that... No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I think you came here for a different reason entirely. You came here to bring down the ultimate despair. You came here to confront despair without ever giving up.
What are you implying?
And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope. What do you think?
Yeah, bollocks to it, why not? Right. Basically at the end of my time up at this part, so, okay, next one's got to be the last part, surely. We'll see. Right. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next.